Okay, so I want to say welcome back to my YouTube channel. First, let me go ahead and apologize because I know it has definitely been some time since I've posted a new video. So I want to go ahead and jump right into it. Um, this video is about the feedback and the response that I've received for releasing my very first single. Not my very first single, my very first self-produced single called Set Me Free. And I also did a visual video to go alongside with the CD. Your love is overwhelming. Your peace is so I'm just gonna go ahead and dive right into it, y'all. So let me first say, by right before I actually got ready to release the single, all types of emotions began to run through me. Everything started coming to my mind, and if I be honest, it was just a lot of doubt. It was like I was second guessing myself. I was doubting the very work that I just put into all this hard effort and everything else that I had the liberty to do. I was just second guessing everything about it. And I'm like, is no way possible I get here literally the day before I release or make the announcement that the single has been released, and I start second guessing everything that I did. And it's something that it's like my inner battle, something that I'm always constantly dealing with, and that is just stop second guessing myself and do it. It wasn't necessarily that I didn't have the capability to do it. It wasn't even the fact that it didn't sound good, because I, of course, let my mom, even though I know that's not a neutral person to hear it, but I've let different people listen to it. The videographer and his wife, the company, they listened to it. They heard it. I mean, you're talking about listening to it over and over and over and over. They loved the song. So it wasn't that it didn't sound right. I just felt like I didn't qualify to be that person to show my journey aspect of being an indie artist or an unsigned gospel artist. But I wanted to share that with someone because I feel like this life that we live in, and every trial and every experience that we have to go through, not necessarily just going through it, it's like we have to learn everything within it itself. The actual journey is an experience within itself, and it's not necessarily my destination that I'm looking forward to getting to, even though I prayerfully hope and pray one day that I do make it to wherever God has planned for my life, for my music, because I do believe that one day it won't just necessarily be heard locally and on the FM stations in the perimeters or in the vicinity of where I stay and I live, and it's not just shared with people on social media. I want it to be like, I know that there's a message within that song itself, and the fact of it coming when I actually released it, Set Me Free. I'm like, it just couldn't have come at no better time. To me, it couldn't have had, because again, it's my personal journey. So back to me just trying to stop second guessing myself and understanding that this journey is an experience within itself. I have to understand, and I hope and pray that whoever is looking and listening today will understand, it's not necessarily the destination that we're trying to get to. It's us trying to enjoy and understand and remember and test our own selves in the very journey that we're walking in, this day by day thing, this day by day walk that we are in. So when I got the feedback from so let me go ahead and talk about this one real quick. When I got the response that I did, and to some people that was like, oh, social media is just social media. Excuse me, people respond how they respond, it is what it is. And no, I'm not necessarily in it for the likes. But one thing I will say, and no one else can deny, is that it is a discouraging a place for you to be in where you are sharing information that you know could be uplifting and you know for a fact could be inspirational, and your peers and people of your peers and people that know you don't respond. And that's not necessarily the whole case in my scenario, because I said I'm only going to spend just a couple minutes on that. But there were people that know me. There are people of prestige, knowledge in and intellect in this music thing that saw it and, you know, didn't, just nothing. So that is what it is. But on the flip side of this, I was super excited to understand and know that when you think somebody is not looking at you, they are. When you think somebody is not soaking in nothing that you're talking about or anything that you're talking about, I promise you they are. And how I knew was that different ones, I didn't necessarily share the link to the YouTube video in inbox. I sent that to majority of my family and my church family, and then it spread it abroad from there. But then there were certain people I didn't even know that I was on their radar would inbox me and say, I really needed to hear that song today because I'm going through something, or I'm facing this dilemma, or I'm dealing with this situation, and I feel at peace, like my heart and my soul feel at peace. And I was like, wow, because I can't get into the relationship between my life and those lyrics right now, but in a future video I will. Only thing I can do is live my truth. And if I can't live my truth through lyrics and through melodies to help bring uplifting and an inspirational word and songs to other people, I feel like I'm not doing what God has sent me here to do. And I know that I have this gift to do that. So I want to take this time to say thank you to my supporters. Thank you to my friends, to my fans, to people who do not even know me at all and was sharing the mess out of the video. I'm super excited about that because, again, you never know who's trying to support you. You never know who is actually out there looking for this particular thing that you have to offer because they don't see it. They don't know what's out there until they see what's out there. So I had to put Jessica aside. I had to push myself aside for a moment and say, hey, there's something within me that's just not for me. It's not all for me. It's not all for my church family. It's not all for my immediate family. This is for other people. And I would be selfish and I would not be in a rewarding state if I just kept it all to myself. So again, those people that supported me from day one when I was self-promoting myself for the past 3 years, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you because you stuck with me the past 3 months when I first started out talking about me releasing the single. Even though you didn't have an idea of how it was going to sound, no one knew exactly how it was going to sound. And to be honest, when it came to me mastering and mixing the actual sounds, I didn't even know exactly how it was going to pan out. But it came out perfect. It came out perfect to me because, again, I'm no professional. And my life and my journey that I decide to share with individuals derived from a raw area. It derived from an area where I show all of my vulnerability when it comes to being intellectually inclined in music. I play the piano. Everybody knows that, or the keyboard, and I sing. But I'm no way a whole band by myself. I'm not a full musician. But if you listen to the single, and I promise you, just click it. If you haven't listened to it today, click on it today. And if you have, share it with somebody else because I am in my next couple videos, I'm going to show the inside of my in-home studio. It's my air quote in-home studio, and I want people to see where that single was produced out of, because I don't have a lot, but what I do have, I put it to work. Um, that's basically all that I can say. So, you guys, y'all are awesome. My subscribers, the CD was released, I mean, the single was released on March the 26th, my mom's birthday. And this is April the 17th. So we're like a week away from being a month release, and I have over 500 views. Um, I'm just excited. I can't say where it should be and where it shouldn't be, but I'm definitely excited about where it is at because somebody listened, and that gives me more than enough strength to continue to keep promoting and continue to keep pushing for new things to come.